Good morning, Vietnam. Oh, sorry, wrong show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market post game with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the infamous six pack. That's right. You know you're thirsty. For all my thirsty listeners out there, go to PulseWaveTrading.com, pick up a six pack for you and a buddy. And while you're there, go ahead and register for that upcoming webinar on Friday. Wow, again. I've been saying wow every day so far, haven't I? What up to everybody in the live stream chat? What up, Kyle? What up, Mr. Bolins? What up, Zach? What up, Sling? What up, John? What up, Nathan? What up, what up, what up? It is time to get into it. So last night, there were press conferences about the coronavirus and all this stuff. Test kits are on their way to different jurisdictions, and they're going to be talking about, testing people for the coronavirus. There's a lot of hospitals and jurisdictions that just didn't have the kits, had no way to test people, and now all of a sudden they do. So the question is not, if people are going to test positive for the coronavirus, but how many? So the market didn't like it. It said, forget your stimulus, forget your test kit. I'm out of here. I'm out. So now you got the stock index futures at their worst level, at their lowest levels as we speak. Not looking good, not looking good, not looking good. Everybody's getting their face punched in. All right. Face punch time. So let's take a look at what's making the news. The Bank of England cut rates by 0.5% in an emergency coronavirus response, mirroring the Fed. The central bank said the cut would support business and consumer confidence at a difficult time, as well as boost the cash flows of businesses and households and improve access to credit. Well, let's keep it 100. Let me get this straight. So we live in a world now where if you're a big business and you're big enough, if you're rich enough, the government will come in and backstop you. You can't fail. You are too big to fail. But everyone else, too bad. You're too small not to fail. So you're gonna provide money. You're gonna give money. You're gonna give the taxpayers hard-earned money to airlines because their jets are empty because nobody wants to fly. See the hypocrisy in that? But you're not doing that to the small mom and pop businesses. You ain't giving them no money. All right, so you say you're gonna relax payroll tax. That's not helping them. That is not helping them. If they can't send their people to work, that's not helping them. If people are off work because they can't go to work and they're not getting paid to be off of work, how is that helping them? It's not. First of all, it's not fair that you take money from someone else by force and give it to another person. That is called theft. If you or I were to do that, rob a little old lady on the street, snatch her purse after she just cashed her Social Security check, and then give it to the homeless man on the corner right there, you can say, hey, I just did a good deed. No, you didn't. You robbed someone. All right, you're Robin Hood. You robbed from the poor to give to the poorer. Okay? And speaking of Robin Hood, there is no excuse for Robin Hood to be down for a week. What is going on? See, this is what happens when corruption is allowed to breed and fester like a gaping wound, oozing pus and blood. That's what happens. This is the result of that. Since when did an app have the authority and the ability under the blue sky laws to operate as a brokerage and not have all the necessary things that a normal brokerage would need to have? You're allowing people to execute trades into the market via an electronic app. There are laws that govern stock brokerages, but yet this company is allowed to operate underneath the radar of all of that. They don't have to register as a securities agency. They don't have to have a back office. They don't have to have a customer service line. They don't have to make people whole when it comes to their money and their trades. I'm surprised I'm not hearing of a class action lawsuit. When people can't get in and out of the market, that is the broker's fault, not the customer. See, at your normal brokerage like TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, or Interactive Brokers, if your electronic trading platform is experiencing a failure, or if the online part of it, we can go to the website and place trades, if that is not working, you have the ability to pick up a telephone and call what is called a trade desk, where a licensed professional will take your call and execute your trades for you, whether it be to enter a position or to exit a position. That is their job. That is what they do. They're there for you. Now, of course, during times of turmoil, you may be on hold for a minute. You could even get a busy signal and have to call back several times, but at least you have the opportunity to reach someone. You can talk to a trade desk. They will execute and get you out of the market. There is also a customer service department that you can call and talk to, and you'll talk to a professional, and you say, I want redemption, I want my money, close my account. And by law, they have to give you your money. As a matter of fact, they have, if Obama didn't change the law, it used to be like 3 days. They had 3 days, 72 hours to run you your money. All right. They had to run you your money. They couldn't say, well, we don't know. No, ma'am, no, sir. They got 3 days to run you your money, or the SEC comes down on them hard. All right. So how are they able to do this and for a week? And it's just tough luck. No customer service, no trade desk, no nothing. And they offer you the ability to trade stocks and crypto. Are you serious? Really? Doesn't sound right to me. That sounds like fraud in them. All right. That's fraud in them. All right. You can't do that. That is against the law. You cannot be a stock brokerage like that. Because you're a brokerage. If you're allowing people to transfer orders to an exchange, you are a broker at that point. Even though they're doing it for free and not charging you a fee, that's probably how they're skirting the law. They're still acting as a fiduciary. They're still acting as a broker. So they get to do this, and yet they don't have to answer for it. They're making money. Maybe not charging you a commission, but they're making money off of it. They're being financially enriched some type of way, rather they're putting the money in an interest-bearing account. They're doing something, selling advertisement on the platform. They're doing something. They're getting their money some kind of way. It is not for free. Nothing is free. Just because it's free to you to use doesn't mean it's free. It costs somebody something. All right. So just know that it doesn't feel right to me. And I am just shocked that a class action lawsuit has not emerged, because people are not being made whole. People can't exit their positions. Do you know what will happen if, God forbid, Fidelity or, any of these other countries, E-Trade, Scotch Trade, you name your firm. Do you know what happened if people couldn't place trades to get in or out of the market and they didn't have a trade desk? Are you kidding? Do you understand? Have you ever heard of triple damages? Do you know what happens when a customer goes to arbitration? Do you know what happens? The board always sides with the customer. Always sides with the customer. Not some of the time, but all of the time. That used to be the most scary word or phrase we've ever heard in our lives when I was a licensed professional on the street, and that was, I'm going to arbitration. you would do everything in your power to move heaven and earth to prevent arbitration. You don't want to go to arbitration. You're going to lose. Period. You're done. You're done. There's nothing you can do or say. You're done. Because the first question is going to come up is, did you make the client whole? Well, no, but you're done. You're done. You are out of there. Sorry, you're not going to win this one. There's only one situation in which you can win an arbitration if you are a broker. And that is if you record your calls like you should. Whenever you take a phone call from a client, back in those days anyway, and they call you because they want to place an order. Remember, this is pre-internet. There's no online trading at this point. You pick up the phone, you call your broker, say, I would like to buy this or that, or I would like to short this or that, or sell me this or that. And those calls are recorded, and then you repeat back to the customer what they just said to you. Okay, so if I understand you correctly, you want to sell one Christmas cotton at the market, and you would like to place a stop at this price. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. And then you go ahead, you write up that order, and then you go ahead and you punch that ticket. We had a ticket puncher thing on the desk. It used to make a loud sound, bam. Whenever you place the ticket, it stamp it, punch it. You hang up with the client, boom, get on the line to the trade desk. Yo, I need to place this for a client. Boom, 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 count number, boom, boom, boom. And that's what you would do. All right. Now, you're wrong if the client didn't say, I want you to buy me this, but he said, I want you to sell me this. And then you do the opposite. That's called an error. And in that case, every brokerage was mandated to have what is called an error account. And in that error account, what will happen is anything that's an error, like if the customer said buy and you actually shorted it, or the customer said short this for me and you actually bought it instead, what will happen is if the error was made by you and the trade actually made money, what would happen is you would get to keep that money. It will go to the firm, and that's part of your error account, so that when you make errors, you can make people whole. If the error, sometimes clients will say, hey, I know you made money on that trade. I want you to share that with me. Then you would have to split it with the client. And that's just how the business model was set up, right? Now, if the error was on the customer's fault, you said, oh, shoot, I told you to short it. I meant to tell you to buy it, right? And you got to record it. Well, you actually said this. If he tries to take you to arbitration, he'd lose because you have it recorded where he said the opposite of what happened. All right. So that's how that goes. So Robinhood is actually able to get away with not having to do any of that. So I don't know where this will stand. I know if they're sued, they're done, man. Because there's no explanation. They can't explain why their site is down. They can't explain what's going on. Now, I did hear other murmurings of other firms having issues, but at least they're real firms and they have trading desks, so not too much you can do on that one. So anyway, I say all that to say, folks, if you're trading in an outfit that is not a licensed broker dealer under the SEC, you probably want to move your money there immediately, because you're missing out on opportunities to get long, short the market, make money, take profit, whatever. You need to run. And there should be a lesson to you that these little apps, they're not brokers, and nothing in life is free. All right. To quote my man, Reggie Middleton, some of the most expensive things in life are free. You just don't realize how expensive they really are until you get involved with it. All right. So I had to put that out there for you guys who are trading with Robinhood. Now you see that free is not really free. It's costing you a lot more than you bargained for. All right. So now that that's out the way, moving on. Christine Lagarde reportedly warned coronavirus could cause the worst economic disaster since the financial crisis. The European Central Bank president told European leaders that they risk the collapse of part of your economies if they don't take urgent action, Bloomberg reported. Again, using the coronavirus as the whipping boy, as the scapegoat, because you guys have messed up. Drop in an ocean. Bank of England's emergency rate cut lifts European stocks, but coronavirus fears rattle global markets. Asian stocks, U.S. futures, treasury yields, and oil prices all are down. Yes, they are. Absolutely. They are down. There's no doubt there. They are down. Shock and awe strategy. Here's what analysts are saying about the Bank of England's emergency rate cut. Dun, dun, dun. The Bank of England fired its big bazooka today with a 50 basis point cut to rates, but it's really an appetizer for the main course later. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that with negative rates, here we come. Prophecies of doom are having their day in the sun. Here's what 5 experts are saying about market's recent financial crisis level plunge. And quote, the market's best days often come in close concert with the market's worst days, and you have to be in it to win it. That's not a prophecy. That is a corny statement. All right? That's not. Stop it. What did they say? Even a broken clock is right twice a day or whatever. All right. Saudi Aramco has been asked to boost oil output capacity. Saudi officials directed the oil behemoth to ramp up production from 12 million barrels per day to 13 million. All right, now here's the thing I don't understand about this whole oil price war thingy. Back when oil was $15 a barrel, there was no complaint. Everyone was making money. There was no complaint. There was no complaint. Back when oil was $20 a barrel, there was no complaint. When it was $25 a barrel, there was no complaint. When it hit $30 a barrel, people were scared and nervous and said, oh no, this is going to hurt the economies. Now that oil is back down there, they're saying, oh no, this is going to hurt the economies. Have anyone noticed a pattern here? Whenever oil prices are high, oh no, it's hurting the economy. Whenever they get low, oh no, it's hurting the economy. You can't have it both ways. Everyone knows that cheap oil is a boon to the economy, and especially, the man on the street. Now your energy prices are going down. You get to pay a lot less at the pump. Come on, man, really? So now you want to let people believe, oh, if it gets too low, it's really going to hurt the economy. Which is it? If it's high, it's going to hurt the economy. If it's low, it's going to hurt the economy. What are you saying? Either way, it's just hurting the economy. Come on, get a grip. They're playing you, American people. They are playing you. They're assuming that you're dumb, stupid, and ignorant. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the Vulcan mind meld. Adidas sees $1 billion in coronavirus hit to China sales. Puma warns on profit. The virus hit looks worse than feared, Jefferies analyst James Grisnick wrote in a note. European stocks are up. In Europe, Germany's DAX rose 0.4%, Britain's FTSE 100 rose 0.2%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 rose 0.6%. In Asia, China's Shanghai Composite fell 0.9%, South Korea's Kospi fell 2.8%, and Hong Kong's Hang Seng fell 0.6%. U.S. stocks are set to open lower, futures underlying the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ fell between 2.6 and 2.8%. There's a raft of European earnings. Prudential, Adidas, and Axel Springer are some of the highlights. Key data coming out is U.S. inflation data, and the UK annual budget will be closely watched. The inflation data came out, and the market said, so what, you guys? It came out right before this broadcast. And the market literally was like, who gives a darn? So, as a matter of fact, we tanked and hit new lows right after that happened. All right, so here's where we stand at the moment. All right, so the Dow futures is down 632 points at 24,221. NASDAQ 100 futures down 190.5 points at 81.40 1/4. E-mini S&P 500 down 74.5 points at 27.91. All right, Russell down 33 points at 1306.9. Bitcoin futures composite is down 90 bucks at 79.05. Nat gas up a penny at $1.94. Crude oil down $1.15 at $33.20 a barrel. Long bond up a full point in 2/32 at 180 and 21/32. Gold futures up $2.80 at $1,663. Silver down a penny at $16.94. US dollar index down 31 pips at 96.09. Euro yen is down 64 pips at 118.52. And the euro is up 38 at 113.38. Pound sterling is up 19 pips at 129.35. And your Aussie is up 35 pips at 65 and a quarter. And your soybeans is up a half a point at 876 3/4. Your corn is down 1 3/4 points at 375 3/4. Taking a look at some notable pre-market activity. Your inverse ETF for the Dow futures DXD is showing a almost I won't say almost. I'll say about $1.50 in pre-market, up about $1.50. The inverse Nasdaq 100 ticker QID is up $1.25 in the pre-market. The E-mini S&P 500 inverse ETF SDS is showing it's up almost $2, so it's about $1.50 now. The inverse Russell ETF TWM is up $1 in pre-market. Ticker GBTC right now is showing that it'll be off about $0.25, about 25 cents. All right, taking a look at UNG, which is the long ETF for nat gas. It's trade between 15.15 and 15.17, so you're going to be up about 30 cents there. Now make it 15 cents. We'll just say 15 cents. All right, on your inverse ETFs for crude oil, looking at ticker DUG. That one is up $7, or between $7 and $9 actually, in pre-market. Let's see. The bonds, ticker TLT, that's going to be up about $3 in pre-market. TBT is going to be down about 40 cents. For gold, your UGLD is up about $4 in pre-market. Your GDXJ is down $1 or almost $1 in pre-market. Your silver USLV is up $1 in pre-market. Your dollar, for those of you that like to trade UUP and UDN, UUP is going to be down at just a couple of pennies. And the UDN is going to be up about 10 cents. And the notables, looking at our shares now, real estate, looking at IYR. IYR is down $2 in pre-market. NVIDIA is off about $6 in pre-market. Clorox is down $4 in pre-market. Colgate is down $1, make it $2 in pre-market. American Airlines is going to be down about 60-70 cents in pre-market. MTA is off almost $1 in pre-market. Zynga is going to be down about 20 cents in pre-market. INO is up $1 in pre-market. APT is going to be up about 30 cents right now in pre-market. The TVIX is up a whopping 30+ bucks in pre-market. DGAS is down about $14 in pre-market. DWT is up $1 in pre-market. All right, so those are the notables. Now let's take a look at our two-bar Charlie setups. Do we have any to talk about? So far, the answer is no. Still scanning. Nope. Nope. And still no. Close, but nope. Ah, we got one. All right, we got one. According to the 2-bar Charlie setup, silver technically is a bullish 2-bar Charlie, which means we should finish in the green today, even if it's just a penny. All day update called for silver futures this morning. Silver futures is called all day up. It is called for a bullish 2-bar Charlie. That is what we are looking at. All right, still scanning for more. Got a few ones that came close, but no cigar. And that's it. So we just got the silver is a bullish 2-bar Charlie. Oh, there's our opening bell. There's our opening bell. Oh, it also should be noted, you guys, if you don't already know this, in the trading room, I did place the update for my positions, tickets that I have working. All right, so I will be updating throughout the day if I get any fills. I did put in several tickets, several long positions. And so, like I said, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted as to what's going on. All of the positions are noted there. They're all long positions, so nothing naked short. There are a couple of inverse ETFs on that list, but that's about it. Okay. Let's see. We got any questions? Let's see. I like this one. I like that, Carl. He said the 6-pack is cool, but I already drowned myself with an annual keg membership. Right on, my man. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, here's another comment in here. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers. No, I don't need to do that. First of all, I don't care about fame. If fame comes, so what? I like to be behind the scenes and be, chilling. I don't buy views. I don't buy memberships. I don't buy clicks. I don't do any of that. I spread by word of mouth. My listeners, you tell family and friends, they listen, they go to the website, they like what they see, they go ahead and buy a membership, boom, bam. That's how I roll. I let my work speak for me. My work, does all the selling, not me. All of my videos on YouTube for the past 10 years, that does all the talking for me. How good are you really? But really, how good are you? You tell me. I do 2 videos a day, pre-market PulseScans and end-of-day reports. You tell me. All right. Most of the people here in the chat are paying subscribers, and you can ask them. All right. The information is out there, my man. All right. So let me give you the notables for the day. I know that silver one kind of blew you away when I gave you that 2-bar Charlie. But let me give you the notable rally alerts for the day, which is really funny. All right. I have a primary rally alert in Bitcoin futures, the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, crude oil, and the Russell. These are primary rally alerts, all right? I'm telling you what I'm going to think. Being that the market is down heavy like it is, I don't think we're going to reverse and close in the green. You never know, but I don't think we are. I think what's going to happen is we'll probably get that narrow range inside day so that we can have a sideways trading for Thursday. Does that make sense to you guys? That's kind of like what I'm seeing here. I could be wrong. We could just fall apart again. Other notable rally alerts is in Apple, Google, American Airlines, JP Morgan, AT&T, Bank of America, Best Buy, Bitcoin Cash, Boeing, bots, the Bitcoin Cash, not the futures, CarMax, Caterpillar, Chesapeake Energy, pretty much just across the board, just about everything. So this is hilarious because we normally don't get it like this, but just based on the erratic market behavior, you can't help but to check those things. And let me explain some to the people who are uninitiated. Just because there's a rally alert or a crash alert does not mean you go in and buy at the market or short at the market. That's not how we trade. We look for intraday price inflection points that let us know what the market is truly doing. I don't care if the Dow is down 2,000 points. if I have a rally alert, I don't just go in there and buy that crash and catch a falling knife and get stabbed to death. The market needs to do certain things in order for me to get long or short a market. And you would know that if you went to PulseWaveTrading.com and started off with our free account, you would learn all about that. All right, so with that being said, I wanted to note out again, remember how I always taught you guys to, when you get down moves like this, you have to look at your inverse ETFs because that's the real market. Remember that Black Swan ETF thing I introduced you to? Notice how that thing is not even really budged in all of this. All right, in this past 2 weeks, this thing has like not even moved a buck. As a matter of fact, right now that we got the opening bell, it is down 22 cents. This thing has been oscillating around. It's not doing nothing. The Dow has lost like 10,000 points already, and this ETF has lost 22 cents. So if this was a ETF, or if this was like a stock that paid you like a huge dividend or something, this joint would be the bomb. You're telling me the market's been down this heavy and I've only lost 22 cents? Hey, sign me up. You know, sign me up. So I have to say that this Black Swan ETF is holding up pretty nicely. I would expect it to move a little bit more. I mean, since January the 8th, the stock has rallied from $28.97 up to $31.37 at its peak. All right, so that's a $3 up move while the stock market has been falling. So I can't really fault it on that alone. And it is kind of new. So I can't hate on it too much. So I'll say it's been all right. You know, it's been steadily going up. So it's not big moves or anything like that. It's just a slow little grind. So I guess I really can't hate on it that much, right? So just want to point that out. Also, ticker HDGE, not doing what is expected. This thing has steadily been falling. It fell during the bull market, which it should. All inverse ETFs should do that. Any ETF that's designed to go up when markets are down, it should be down heavy during bull markets. But in a bear market like we are in right now, this thing has barely even moved. It's only moved up a buck. Since January the 8th, this thing has moved from, let's see, at the low point, $5.12, and at its peak, $6.55. That's it? That's all you got for me? Really? Really? Some of these ETFs are just broken, man. They're not performing well. They're not moving right. And you have to admit, the old tried and true ones, they're not 3X and double X ETFs. They're just your little single, 1.5 ETFs. The old school DXD, QID, SDS, TWM. All tried and true old school joints. They actually do work. They work pretty well. They're up when the market's down like they're supposed to be. Not down when the market's down. What kind of foolishness is that? All right, so now that we're open, Doug is up $3.89, which is pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. And your inverse ETFs are up good too. They're up an average of at least a buck and a half, like I called it for you before the bell rung. I gave you the reel on that. TLT is up $2.50 right now. So that little pullback that we saw, I don't know. That may be it. Gold is down though, and so is silver. Not too good. But yet the UGLD is up though, up $3.48. And GLD is up $1.61. Remember what I told you guys too. The inverse, I'm sorry, the one times ETFs, whatever, those tend to be better pricing mechanisms than their underlying futures counterparts. It's just that way. I don't know why it is. It just is. So if GLD and UGLD are up, I would follow those more so than I would the futures. It's just one of those things. I can't explain it. It just is what it is. Also, like SPY, QQQ, IWM, DIA, those tend to also move a little bit smoother also than the futures as well. It just is. It's just a weird thing, weird relationships. All right, other than that, let's see here. What else we got here? Where do I see ETH and BCH? Where do I see those? Let's see here. Let's see what I got for you. BCH came into last night into today with a rally alert. So looking for that one to move higher today. We'll see what happens. Needs to meet the price inflection point objective. If not, then it's still in a bear market. So that's BCH. All right, looking at Ethereum, ETH. Ethereum comes into today with a rally alert as well. We had a primary rally alert for last night into today. So I'm expecting that one to move higher as well, as long as the intraday price inflection points are met. It should be noted that BCH is in a bear trend right now, while Ethereum is just in a corrective bull market position. Link is not in my thing yet. I don't have Link. I'm building a database for it, but to be honest with you, it's not moving. It is just not moving, man. It's not doing anything, but I'm still gathering the data on it. So at some point, you know, I may add it, but for right now, it doesn't move. It's like the same price every day. What do you do with that? I can't do anything with that. There's not enough data. Let's see here. Oh yeah, big time. They're playing games big time. That hasn't stopped. It's only increased in the you know, last few months, whatever. It's just not ever stopping. Other notable news today: core CPI jumps near highest in 12 years. Mortgage refis explode higher as rates hit record lows. Finally, people are listening to me. I told you the other day that you needed to refi immediately and lock in that rate. I did tell you to do that. Let's see what else we got. Christine Lagarde, she warned, said that the European economy faces a 2008 style crisis without coordinated government action. In other words, unless the government can come in and rescue you, everything is going to fail. Whatever. That's about it as far as notables. Everything else, you already know what it is. And that's all I got for now. So I'll see the rest of you in the trading room. And for those of you who are not part of the trading room, what are you doing? You're missing out, man. You're missing out. You need to come on over there and hang out with us. Come see how we roll. Come see what we do, how we do. And, you know, bless yourself and bless someone else also with the six-pack. All right, next question. I got another one. Okay. Does just following the price triggers cover these intraday triggers you often mention? Absolutely. Absolutely. The way it works is I have the intraday price inflection points given ahead of time because the system already knows where those price inflection points are going to be 24 hours in advance. Remember, we're dealing with algos. We're not just looking at, you know, point and figure charts, even though there's nothing wrong with point and figure charts. All right, let's see here. Can we look at VET-USD? All right, let me see here. Let me see what I got for you. Step into my office. Let's see. All right, so you want to look at VET-USD. All right, here we go. Let me pull it up. All right, coming into last night into today, we have a primary rally alert there as well. But that one is still in a bear market, so it's looking like we could possibly be putting in a bottom. And this one's looking like it may be ready to bounce. And there are a couple like that. Not only is that true for that one, But Dash is in a bear market, and we could be bottoming out there. Same thing for Doji. Same thing for EOS, Ripple, VeChain, Veritasium, XEM. All those are in bear markets with the possibility of putting in a short-term bottom. All right, so let me remind you guys, go on over to PulseWaveTrading.com so you can register for the webinar this Friday. It will answer all of your questions that you have about the price trigger reports and how it can be a blessing to you. Do yourself a favor in the meantime, go and get yourself a 6-pack, get one for you and a friend, starting as low as 69 bucks. You can put the power of pulse waves into your hands. And with that being said, I'll see you guys back here for the end of the day report. And the rest of you, I will see in the trading room. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And simply put, what that means is take what you can from the market and don't give any of those profits back by way of taking a loss, turning a winning trade into a losing trade. And with that said, I'm out. Peace.